The luxury goods market continues to produce a strong growth in sales, even amid inflation, the rising cost of living, and high interest rates that are currently dogging Canadians. Now, according to a joint study by Bain and Company and Altagamma, the global personal luxury market is projected to grow by 5 to 12% this year, which amounts to around $392 billion US to $415 billion US. The 2023 Spring Luxury Study indicates that the market is likely to double in size by 2030 compared to 2020. Now, although the report highlights a slowdown in luxury shopping in the US due to economic uncertainties and concerns around a recession, the momentum of the luxury market continues to hold strong. So what does this mean for investment in the luxury goods space? Well, joining us now to talk more on this in our weekly Caldwell Securities segment is Brendan Caldwell, Director at Caldwell Securities Ltd. Brendan, welcome back.
Thank you, Nima. This should be a good one.
A very good one, Brendan. Now, it's so interesting that the luxury market continues to post this strong growth even after the pandemic. So did the pandemic have any impact on the luxury market? And if so, what does a post-COVID luxury market look like?
Well, unfortunately, Nima, it looks a lot like this. I didn't know we were doing this segment today when I got dressed, but I've got my Harry Rosen tie on, my Brooks Brothers shirt. The very nice people at Rego across the street did my jacket. My handkerchief, I'm pretty sure, is from Value Village, but I have the ultimate luxury brand here, the BlackBerry, complete with physical keyboard. So it's been a bifurcated market. You've seen the really high-end goods go up and up and up in price. The poster child for those would be watches. High-end watches are apparently unattainable. Because they are sold out. There's huge demand. On the other hand, the Dollaramas of the world have actually been doing well, as they've been getting a lot of drop-down business from the middle class. What's got hammered is the retail stores that are neither one thing nor the other. The really high end has done well. The baseline companies have done well, but there's been a hollowing out in the middle.
And we mentioned this is all during the rising cost of living, inflation, interest rates. So how are luxury goods companies booming amid all this, Brendan?
Well, you had a prediction of how the luxury goods market is going to be in the next 7 or 8 or 10 years. And you're either going to be right, or everybody wearing a hand-tailored suit is going to be up against the wall, because there really is a split. As asset prices have gone up and up and up, people have looked for stores of value that are not money. So it's why Bitcoin has arisen. It's why the stock market had a great big run, even while there was a global pandemic. It's why, particularly here in Canada, but in Toronto in specific, housing prices have gone through the roof. People have been looking for assets as a store of value, and that has included luxury goods, be it French wines, Group of 7 paintings, or Rolex watches. So the more have got more, and there is I think there's the danger, while you can be right, you can be dead right. So this hollowing out of the middle, I think, is going to cause a reckoning at some point for the economy and for society in general.
Definitely something to look out for, Brendan. Now, another thing to consider is that luxury brands, they offer this sort of exclusivity in the products that they offer. So how do luxury brands remain exclusive amid this growth in sales?
Well, I actually had to check the labels to see what I was wearing when I knew I was going to do this segment with you. I thought, oh, darn. I wish the whole thing were Value Village. But how people want to do high end, it's who you're trying to show it off to. Now, I don't know very much about purses, but apparently those that do know what they know by looking what it is they're looking at, even if it doesn't have a great big Gucci symbol on it or something else. They say, that's a Kate Spade, that's a Prada, that's a Birkin bag. People who know. So it depends who you're trying to show it off to. I would suggest, given my earlier comments, that luxury goods not be designed to be shown off to the masses who are increasingly shopping at Dollarama.
All right, Brendan, always an interesting conversation. Thank you again for joining us today on Forum Daily.
Thank you, Nima.